Cheers, you are very welcome, and welcome to another edition of Cooking with Curry. It's been quite a while since I did another cooking video on YouTube. In fact, I think the last one that I did was years and years ago. But today what I'm going to do is I had a nice delivery this week of some shellfish and some crabs. So one of the two dishes I'm going to do is a clams. Well, as I was saying before, we were rudely interrupted before the GoPro fell off its mount, was I had a delivery of some seafood this week from a mail order specialist, which is ironically just around the corner from me in Guildford. Some soft shell crabs, so I'm going to do a deep fried soft shell crab, and that's probably going to be the second video. And then the first one I'm going to do is the clams. The clams in a kind of like a Taiwanese sauce. So what I've done is they've all defrosted. Unfortunately it wasn't fresh because they're only delivering frozen at the moment, because there's I guess not that great a demand for fresh seafood. But anyhow, one chopped chilli, about 4 pieces of garlic, an onion, some spring onions, and then healthy amounts of salt and black pepper. These are all going to go into the wok with some cooking oil, some sesame oil, spin it around a bit, and some Madras curry powder, just a spoonful of that, just to give it a slightly different flavour. And Asian food wouldn't really be Asian food without this MSG. Yeah, we always use it, so what the hell, that's going in anyway. So right, let's get to work and put some heat on, and we'll get the oil on. Cooking oil is just basically a base for the frying, and then the sesame oil is what really gives Asian food its flavour. So I'm probably going to use half amounts of each. And into that, what we do is we put in the aromatics. So you put in all of your smelly vegetables, your chilli, your onion, your garlic, your spring onions. In fact, basically it's all of the vegetables. All of the Asian vegetables are smelly today, so that's what we've got. So let's put them in first. I'm going to put in the smellier ones first. So the garlic, that definitely goes in first, and then the onions. And just brown those off. In times gone by, we were able to get clams absolutely fresh, even in kind of like my local Sainsbury's and everything. They had a decent array of fresh seafood there, fresh prawns, fresh clams, absolutely fresh everything. But unfortunately, since COVID, that seems to have been one of the victims. You can't get fresh anything nowadays. Everything seems to be pretty much frozen. In fact, the fish counter and all the fresh meat counters in all of the supermarkets have all been pretty much shut down, and you can't actually get any fresh fish anymore, which is a shame. Everything that is on the shelves in Sainsbury's is frozen. Everything that you get from online fishmongers is pretty much frozen, unless they say so otherwise. So into this we're going to add into the salt and pepper. Just going to chuck that in, and then give it a bit of a stir. The last vegetable I'm going to put in is going to be the spring onions. I want them to have the least amount of time, because I want them to stay slightly crunchy. And these we're going to steam right down and release the flavours into the oil, and then once we start cooking with them, we're going to throw in the chillies and the spring onion afterwards. Right, here we go, welcome back. Onions and garlic and sesame and vegetable oil all cooking away nicely, going a nice shade of golden brown. So now we're going to add into it the chilli, the spring onion, and after that we're going to let them cook for a bit, and then we're going to add the clams into it as well. So this will be nice, and then the curry powder will give it a nice tang to it. These recipes were always inspired to me by quite a lot of the food that I've eaten when I've been out in Hong Kong. I lived out there for 5 years, and that's one of the things that I guess I probably miss most about the place. The fact that Chinese have been absolute call you next Thursdays to the people of Hong Kong is a different story, but I'm glad I don't live there now for that very reason. But anyhow, so this is all coming along nicely. We've got some great flavours, some great aromas, but unfortunately we don't have smell-o-vision. We've only got 4K Super HD video. We haven't got smell through the TV yet. So this is cooking quite nicely. And one of the things that I always remember about this recipe was that whenever we had it in Hong Kong, that this actually featured beer. So we're going to put a little bit of beer in there to steam and saute down the vegetables. From what I remember, the best restaurant we used to go to was down the back of some road in Hong Kong. It was down by the back of the San Miguel Brewery, and I guess the beer that they probably used there to cook all their foods with was probably San Miguel. Right, so now the vegetables are all good. They're cooking down quite nicely. Next thing we're going to do is just add into it a spoonful of curry powder, a little bit more beer, and then I'm going to throw the clams in and coat them in this lovely, lovely sauce that we're making. This is just like a general curry powder. It's a madras, or you could use a masala or something. You don't really want to use something too strong or too dark, because the flavour it's going to give otherwise is going to be just too strong. So we just use a general curry powder or garam masala. That would work quite nicely. So I'm just going to add that, making this into a bit of a saucy little sauce mix there. Hey, I'm going to add in a tablespoon of MSG. It's the old Sinner's recipe, and then a bit more beer in there. Get this sauce to take the glaze off the pan. There we go. And then into this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably add a little bit more beer near the time, and we're going to add the clams. The clams have been thoroughly defrosted, and they're full shell clams, which are just absolutely the best. If you can get those whole, then that is really the way to do it. More beer, as I said. Yep, there we go. I'm using Shipyard IPA at the moment, pale ale, but to be honest, you can use any beer. Lager's probably a little bit better if you've got it, but I'm saving the Kronenberg for later, because that's drinking beer, not cooking beer. There we go. We're just coating all the clams. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lid on this once I've got this good, and then I'm just going to steam everything in, because these clams have actually been pre-cooked, which is a shame. Before they were frozen, so they've been cooked, they've been frozen, put in a packet, and shipped. So if we can steam them with a lid on, it's going to give them a really, really nice sort of marinade. So lid on to get a little bit of heat in there, and we're just going to simmer that for a few minutes, lid on. I don't want to do it for too long, because clams are a really delicate texture, and if you boil them too much, then they're going to end up like rubber bands. So I'm going to let these simmer and steam and cook, and I'm going to do them probably for less than 5 minutes. We're also going to cover the ventilation hole as well, because we want the pressure to build up. Right, welcome back. Serving dish at the ready. And this has to be one of my favourite utensils in the kitchen. It really is, other than the whisk and the good old chopping knife. We're going to give the clams a stir. They've been in there literally 3 or 4 minutes. The steam's building up inside, so I know that they're going to be a really, really nice hot temperature. You can see what the temperature is of the clams and the shells just by touching the top of the lid, because it's basically going to be the same temperature. We're using the steam to cook the vegetables and the seafood, and we're going to let all of the vapours infuse all of the clam shells. That's basically what we're doing now. So take the lid off, give it a stir around, put the lid back on for half a minute, and then we're going to serve these up. Oh, and we're probably going to add in a touch more beer as well, so let's do that. Give those a nice saute, that's it, and then back on with the lid. Right, it's tin heat off. I think those are ready for eating. So here we go, all the clams nicely cooked, and sauce is thickened up because basically that's what we've used the onions for. The normal onion provides a lot of vegetable stock. It thickens up the sauce no end. So those we're going to tip into a dish now, and then we're going to go and sit down, have a beer, enjoy all of this lovely sauce, and I'll report back on how it tasted later. So thank you very much for another episode of Cooking with Curry, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So there we go, there's the Taiwanese clams, there we are.